Have you ever put your whole heart into something and watched the world stay silent? Have you ever worked day and night on a dream, shared it with the people you thought would cheer for you, and realized no one was clapping? Have you ever sent the link, shared the post, texted the idea, and waited for support that never came? If you felt that, you're not alone. I know that feeling better than most people think. People see the trophies, the highlights, the awards, the bright lights. They don't see the loneliness that built them. They don't see the moments when you question yourself because everyone around you is quiet. They don't see the nights when doubt creeps in because nobody is showing up. Let me tell you something straight. When you're building, when you're growing, when you're chasing something bigger than your surroundings, you will stand alone. And it's not because you're unworthy. It's because greatness is a path that most people are scared to walk. When you decide to rise, you become a mirror. You show people what they could be doing, what they're not doing. And a lot of people don't want to see that. So they stay quiet. They stay distant. They stay on the sidelines. I learned early in my life that you can't depend on applause to keep you moving. If you wait for people to celebrate you, you'll stop before you ever get started. When I was a kid in Akron, I wasn't handed confidence. I had to build it. I wasn't surrounded by people telling me I'd be one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball. I had to become someone who believed in himself before the world even knew my name. That's the part people don't understand. Confidence isn't a gift. It's a choice. And courage isn't loud. It's a whisper you tell yourself on days when no one else is speaking. You have to learn to walk into empty gyms. You have to learn to practice when no one is watching. You have to learn to invest in a future that only you can see. The truth is, the world doesn't believe in your dream until your dreams start affecting the world. When I was young, I didn't have crowds. I didn't have cameras. I didn't have a line of people telling me they believed in my destiny. I had a ball, a vision, and a reason. You don't need more than that. You need focus. You need discipline. You need hunger. You need the kind of commitment that doesn't ask for permission. The people who ignore you now will eventually act like they always saw your potential. That's just how it works. People support the result, not the process. Nobody wants to be there when you're struggling, when you're learning, when you're stumbling, when you're losing sleep. But when you finally start winning, everyone wants to stand in the glow of that victory. Don't be mad at that. Don't let it distract you. Let it fuel you. Let it sharpen you. Let it teach you that the only foundation you can trust is the one you build yourself. You have to become your own motivation. You have to learn to clap for yourself. You have to wake up and remind yourself why you started when everything around you feels quiet. People won't always believe in you, but your work will. Your work will carry you. Your consistency will protect you. Your discipline will open doors that opinions never could. You might feel alone right now, but being alone is not the same as being abandoned. Being alone is preparation. When no one is watching, that's when champions are made. That's when character forms. That's when strength develops. Pressure isn't your enemy. Pressure is your teacher. Pressure reveals who you really are. Some people run from pressure. Champions rise with it. I learned to treat pressure like a privilege because it means I'm doing something that matters. Success demands sacrifice. Success demands isolation. Success demands that you walk away from comfort. The world is comfortable staying the same. That's why the world gets quiet when you decide to become something different. Don't expect understanding from people who aren't chasing anything. Don't expect support from people who are afraid to try. Don't expect validation from people who haven't validated themselves. Your dream is your responsibility. Your grind is your responsibility. Your growth is your responsibility. You don't owe explanations. You don't owe announcements. You owe effort. You owe discipline. You owe the promise you made to yourself on the days when you felt like you had nothing. Because when you push through those days, something powerful happens. You start to realize that your dream was never fragile. You just needed to strengthen the person carrying it. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the world to notice you. The world will notice you when you become undeniable. The world will notice you when you show them consistency they can't ignore. The world will notice you when you keep showing up, especially on the days when you don't want to. That's the real difference between people who succeed and people who stop. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not opportunity. It's endurance. It's belief. It's discipline. You have to outlast your doubts. You have to outlast your excuses. You have to outlast the silence. You have to outlast the people who didn't believe in you. You have to outlast the version of you that wanted to quit. You don't need a crowd to be great. You don't need permission to be legendary. You don't need applause to become the person you're meant to be. You just need faith in the work you're doing. You need the kind of faith that doesn't shake when people don't show up for you. You need the kind of faith that grows every time you push through a hard day. You need the kind of faith that turns pressure into purpose. You need the kind of faith that keeps you moving even when the world is silent. So, if you're building something right now and you feel alone, remember this. Every champion you admire was once in that same silence. Every story that inspires you came from a person who kept going after everyone, stopped watching. Every legend started in a place where no one believed in them but themselves. That's how greatness is born, not in comfort, not in applause, but in the willingness to keep pushing when everything inside you is begging you to stop. Trust your journey. Trust your work. Trust your struggle. The silence you're hearing right now is not rejection. It's preparation. It's your proving ground. It's your training ground. Loneliness is not your punishment. It's your transformation. And when the noise finally comes, when the world finally pays attention, when people finally show up, you won't be surprised. You'll be ready because you will know exactly what it took to get there. Keep building. Keep going. Keep believing. Your time is coming, and when it comes, you'll understand why it had to start in silence.